Button.
Push.
And we are live once again on Monday. Hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I am Will.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Matt.
And there was a big delay. We're joined here by the Bourbon Wrench.
The one and only.
One of the mods in almost all of the whiskey related YouTube channels. So we dubbed him somebody that we wanted to moderate our channel long ago. And so did lots and lots of other channels. And so he was dubbed the Bourbon Wrench. This is Trev, everybody. We don't have names on the screen. That might help.
I got it. Welcome on in, Trev.
My fault.
Did I even put a name?
I jacked it up.
I don't know.
You probably.
You have a name. You have a name.
What is up, everybody? Thanks for having me. Yeah, I've been a mod on your channel for many a moon.
Yeah, you have.
A long time, man.
Although, granted, early on in our channel, we made a lot of people mods really fast because we had
None the first time.
Yeah. One instance
fun.
made us mod a whole lot of people really quick.
Weasley says hi.
Matt, who do we got in the chat before we
Get going.
going?
We have Donner Pass Whiskey, which how fitting considering the lovely white shit that's out in front of all our houses at the moment. We got Charles Ashworth, Donald Rash, Jeffrey Gillum, Brad Buchan, Ben Demon Hunter, Charles Ashworth, Donald Rance, Austin Feltz, Mike Franklin, Katie Perrick, Bourbon Bites, this is Clifton. If you guys haven't checked out Bourbon Bites, please do. We got Wheels, Sugar Kitty, Jerry Black, Wesley Zeller, Scotch Thunder. If you guys haven't checked out Scotch Thunder, he gets drunk and makes Legos, and it's awesome. All right, Richie Z, Adriana, Bourbon Battalion. If you guys haven't checked out Bourbon Battalion, he's a new YouTuber, and we're actually going to have Bourbon Battalion, and I guess on March 8th for smoked whiskey, so that should be fun. Actually, smoking himself, super interesting. We got Kira Collins, of course, is over with them Shelf Turds. You haven't checked Shelf Turds, please do. It's hilarious over there. We got One Lost Cause, Mark JG, Tom Flanagan, Ethan Turk, Scott Moody, Aiden Craig, Nick Proman, Jerry Black. Let's see if I'm hoping it. Old Man Joe, John T, Andrew Sporrell. Let's see, SG Flying H1, Jake Miller. How's it going? Ooh, Fireball. It's the same as bathwater. I don't know. That'd probably burn if you took a bath in Fireball with all that cinnamon.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Certain places you just don't want cinnamon.
Taking a bath while drinking Fireball saved my life.
Approved.
It's pretty good.
I just gotta say, DC's comment that it says Trev over and over and over again for some reason had to be approved.
And guess what makes that better is that I approved it.
Hey, you clicked at the same time I did. I was like, why the? Okay, so just to throw this out here, we're in Texas. We are under like severe, crazy weather right now.
For us,
for Texas.
And our stuff is not equipped to handle this kind of weather because we don't usually get it.
Yeah, if we just go away and Trev's the only one here, it's because rolling blackouts. Yay. So just throwing that out there for you guys. It's not, it's Texas. We're not prepared for this shit. So
God willing, that doesn't happen. So, all right. So
Try to talk about what movies we love and whiskeys we love.
That's right. I mean, I got this awesome Whiskey Dick shirt with the Glencairn in the heart. I mean, how much more appropriate can you get for Valentine? So I got a whole shitload of stack of movies here to talk about.
Me too.
And a shitload of whiskey to drink. So
Me too.
We're in good shape. See, even better.
I brought the movies in my mind.
Awesome.
Okay.
I got those too because I couldn't get them all out because I'm lazy.
Well, that and there's a whole bunch that are on the streaming services now that just
right.
Exactly.
I might not have a physical copy anymore, which I don't really like, but
it is what it is.
We'll talk about that another time, another day.
It's a whole other story.
Yeah,
That's a whole.
Like this shirt. This is on Whiskey Dick's website. Whiskey Dick's the one that sells this. If anybody wants one, just to let you guys know. So I know. I don't know if Bill's in here right now, but congrats to Bill on his 50K. He was pretty proud at the end of his stream today, so it was rather entertaining. So if you guys haven't checked out Whiskey Dick and his 50,000 subscribers, go ahead and do so. He's awesome.
Bill.
Thinking Bill's probably passed out at this point. Just
probably.
All right. So let's pour some whiskey and get to some movie talk.
I like that.
I like
Getting
that. Thirsty.
thirsty.
What's up first?
I don't know what movies you want to start with. I'm going to grab this thing here from Mike Franklin. Whiskey movies are a great combo. Oh yeah, we're actually gonna have a big lot of these series, Mike. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Cheers to you, Mike.
All right, and Blu-rays are beautiful.
That one.
You know why I like Blu-rays and DVDs? Because they can't steal them from you unless someone physically takes them from your home. They can't go away. Unlike streaming services, you can steal your shit.
See, and that's my thought too, Matt. Like at any point in time, like they could just decide that,
It's just gone.
you don't own that movie anymore.
Exactly.
Copyright's been changed, or somebody else now owns it, so we don't have access to it anymore, or whatever other, crazy reason they give.
Well, that's why I have all of the streaming services.
I read an article about that, man. About that, like, we don't technically own it. You're technically borrowing it on the streaming ones. So, someone thought it was Remus 14-year Volstead because why the hell not? Let's start some good lists for tonight. All right, so Trev, go with the cast strength 46. Oh, that was Trev.
Yeah, Maker's cast strength. Basically, everything I grabbed tonight's cast strength. So
nice, very nice.
I'm gonna want it. It's got to be high proof, okay?
Exactly.
If I'm gonna be crying, I need something to help me out.
They're not all crying. Some of them are crying. Most of them are funny. Sometimes
Speaking of, I got to say, you put the Notebook on the banner.
Well,
I've never seen that fucking movie. Never once seen that movie.
I haven't either.
I've only seen the scene where they're like outside the car and he's like, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Never seen it.
How have you never seen the Notebook? Like,
I've never seen it.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
It's a classic.
That's what I hear, but look. Adriana fell asleep during the Notebook. That's
how?
Isn't that based on like books made by someone?
Yeah, it's all Nicholas Sparks books.
Nicholas Sparks. Movies are the same. They're all the same plot.
Never read one of those books either. See, Bourbon Battalion says, "Oh my God, Notebook is straight tears."
Exactly.
I'm not a crier.
No. The worst is fucking Nitrodanthia, where it's just awful.
On the other hand, one of the other movies you put up there, we heartedly agree with.
Yes.
And
my all-time favorite.
Yes.
Absolutely.
One of my
freaking
all-time favorites. Yeah.
I was thinking of movies that I liked, and that was one of them that I came up with. I was glad that you put it on the cover.
Absolutely. Yeah. I introduced Belle to it, which is my 13-year-old. She freaking loved it. Yeah, in college, one of my best friends, Courtney, she wore out my VHS, so I had to buy a DVD version. It was Violet.
We were talking about that movie the other day. We were just talking about Heath Ledger in general, and that movie came up, and it makes me mad that he passed away, man.
At 28 years old, it's sad.
Yeah.
Bourbon Battalion said I will become a crier. I only cry when it has to do with animals hurting or kids. So I don't know. I mean, we've watched some pretty sad shit, and this one over here is crying and grabbing the tissues, and I'm just like,
right,
cool.
All right.
That sucks for them.
There's very few movies that have made me cry, but I'll admit it. There's been a couple.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
Well,
along the Heath Ledger line,
you have to throw in
A Knight's Tale. No surprise. Also have that.
I mean, come on,
man.
This man, forever and ever.
Soundtrack alone with it's a bunch
of
seriously.
Movie. And then David Bowie, and there's just the soundtrack is fantastic to it. The whole, of course, I love medieval shit. Surprise! Look at our fucking logo. So
right,
it's like right up my alley as far as greatest movies ever made. And
we were talking about that too.
That's one of those movies that I can just watch anytime it's on. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
If it's in the middle of the movie or not, I'll stop and just,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, the ladies love it. Heath Ledger takes his shirt off, just like they love when Trev takes his shirt off. It's just
That's hilarious.
I need to get into the film biz.
Yeah, there you go. Just walk around with your shirt off, Trev. I think it'll work just fine.
Donald. What are you doing up there in Canada? He's never seen any of these movies.
Really? That's shocking. I figured these were like some of the most common, basic ones. Lassie. Oh, I can't watch Lassie. That movie's terrible at the end. Or Old Yeller, horrible movie.
Again, if it has to do with an animal, I'm gonna cry.
Shawshank Redemption. That's a good movie, but not really a love story.
No.
I got a couple of those in here too that we'll get to at some point, I'm sure.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
the naked Paul Bettany walking down the trail.
A couple of controversial ones that I don't think are technically love movies. They might have love incorporated, but I still
Same.
love them so much that it's a love movie.
All right,
Same.
such as what?
I mean, do they get together in the end? Yeah, it's a love movie.
You want to know?
Woo!
My number one that I was going to say that was like, I have to include it on my list, and that's Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I almost pulled it out, and I didn't. I decided not to because
It's up there.
It is a love story.
It's got a love story in it.
It's
And
almost
his
like,
love for her is something to write about. My issue, and the reason I didn't pull it off was because her love for him was not that at all.
True.
So
I think that's a good topic. I don't think it was at first. I think it became so later.
Like when she got pregnant and she had to? No.
yeah, right. Like when it was too late.
I think before that, because she was, if you remember when he was running and stuff, she was keeping all these clippings of him. It's like,
That's true.
then I guess at that point she was kind of cleaning up her act and was like, look, I was a druggie and just a low life, and I really
find yourself.
And he was such a good guy, and he was always there for me. Then now look at him.
Right.
I think she started realizing then, and then she got pregnant, so that helped a little bit too. But
and started dying of the diseases. I'm on to my second. I'm going with E.H. Taylor. I'm going to bottle kill this guy because it needs to. It's sad,
it's got to go.
It's lonely, and it just needs to go. So
We still
it's
need to
gonna
review that in general. Good news, we have plenty of that one.
Yeah,
All right.
I actually have a backup of this one.
Thanks to you.
Perfect.
Thanks to you.
Here's Bill. Like I said,
Bill.
all the Bill's gonna say congrats to Bill again to 50,000K. So that's pretty awesome.
Hey, Bill.
All right, let's see here. We got True Romance. Oh yeah, Grease. Grease is definitely a romantic movie. You can't do, John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's another new channel. Our First Fill Whiskey. Guys, haven't checked out First Fill. Please check him. His favorite movies are it's Arrival. Hello.
Lord of the Rings, Inception.
hey, there is love in Lord of the Rings.
Movies with, well, those are just movies with whiskey. We are tonight trying to focus more on love movies.
Love stories.
Love stories.
It's kind of like we're not going to go there. Listen, we're not going there, but it's kind of like people with the whole Die Hard and Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to focus on movies that are classified in the back that says like romantic.
But again, not necessarily. I have some of these over here that I wouldn't necessarily put in the romance category, but I think are great love stories.
Somebody
So love story, I guess they have a good love story that's a little bit stronger than the love story in Lord of the Rings. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Love stories.
somebody further up, for instance, said Elf. It's a great rom-com.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas
I do agree.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great movie. I like it a lot.
And would you consider that to be a love story?
Well, it is. It's a Christmas movie that has a love story inside of it.
Yeah.
I think it's a rom-com that's a little more calm than it is rom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's definitely it's like a Christmas fun movie, and then they just like, hey, that's going to be a piece of the puzzle. It's not it's not a large piece, but
I don't know. He has pretty much a lot of rom for Santa, so
yeah.
True. All right, see, Jeffrey Gillum says Pretty Woman, which obviously got to have Pretty Woman here with Richard Gere. Classic film, the greatest ever. In fact, my wife was an extra in this movie walking down the street, which is hilarious.
That's awesome.
She's
a little kid. She's a little kid, and they're walking down the street as an extra, and it's freaking hysterical.
She's about to knock us
Richard Gere in a freaking movie about prostitutes. Speaking of prostitutes, so I pulled out a perfect bottle for that.
Speaking of
go wrong with Journeyman's, he got here. Of course, it's whips and whiskey. I mean, that just says perfect things for Pretty Woman, as far as I'm concerned. You know, this 115.5 proof, 100% wheat whiskey up there. So, you know, shit, it's probably warmer there today than it is here.
Right.
Real. Hey, don't take my fingers.
Up in Michigan, you know, beautiful place up there. All right, let's see here. I know
So
that.
I picked something that has recently become, this is the only bottle of this I've ever had, but it's easily already capturing my heart.
All right.
And I figured it went perfect with this whole love thing. It's Bull Run, American whiskey finished in Cabernet cask. And
Ooh, nice.
I think it's the first ever cab finished whiskey that I've ever had. And it's
Awesome.
It's friggin' delicious.
Very nice.
Yeah, I got a
So
Pinot
you
Noir finished one of those. It's really good
with your romance.
All there is for right now.
to check that out.
It's
All
just
right, let's see
whiskey.
here. Sense and Sensibility. That's a good one. See
Mhm.
what else we got in here. Han and Leia in Star Wars. Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know. I'll be honest about Star Wars. I don't know which ones you're referring to, but I can tell you the love story between like the first three. Like when I say the first three, I mean the prequels.
I don't know. We don't mention those. They suck.
I was gonna say the love story between Anakin and Padme is bad. It's not good.
Henceforth,
It's not
not
good.
movies.
We only like those movies for the lightsaber battles.
Well, duh.
Oh, I don't even like those movies.
I do. I only watch for I skip in the first movie. Just skip to the end. Let me see the duel between Darth Maul. I don't want to see any of your crap.
I won't even rewatch number one. I haven't gone back and watched that one.
Well, Peter won't. Never watched it since. It sucked.
Because
Well, Matt, I waited in line for 14 hours to see that
Oh,
start thing
God.
at midnight,
Oh,
and then
God,
I
that's
saw
horrible.
that bullshit.
that was back in the day when you couldn't
That's
reserve
painful.
seats.
Right, you had to be there. We skipped school.
Oh my God, dude, that's crazy.
Look, man, that lightsaber battle's the only thing it's got going for it. It's really good.
Kind of wish I had a tauntaun right now.
But that's it.
Yeah, all right.
We gotta say, this one was also on our.
Oh yeah, I forgot to pull Love Actually. Yeah,
List.
another great movie.
That is on my list.
Yeah, it
I'm
wasn't.
literally picking all of my movies.
Oh, this is pretty
Yeah,
funny though.
this
Not
is
the Titanic, because all the whiskey drowned before the dudes could finish it. We got to escape to in a nice boat. Jake, that's
hilarious.
Love Actually is like it's kind of a weird one just because it's a multiple different stories going on, and they're all kind of connected, but they're just at the end there is no true connection. It's just random people living their lives, and it's their stories playing out.
Right.
Yep.
I think it's really cool. I like how the one dude's having an affair, the kid loves the girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a great movie. It's fun.
The kid and the girl is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like him and his little got to get the courage.
And
Yeah.
It's the
and,
movie's just unique.
Uh-huh.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. And that one's also one of the ones that we usually watch around Christmas time. It's one of our Christmas tradition movies.
Yep.
All right, we got The Mash. If you guys haven't checked out The Mashable, he's another new channel. You guys check him out for sure. He says Princess Bride, Serendipity, and Not Another Teen Movie. All very good ones. Serendipity I actually have in here. Where is Serendipity?
And then
I have a great story.
I don't
about
recognize.
Serendipity.
I have not seen that. I'll be
you haven't
honest.
seen The Princess Bride?
What?
Trev, I'll send you this copy and buy a fucking another one, man. Like
Marriage.
marriage is what brings us together today.
And then Donald Brent's up above said Casablanca.
Casablanca. Yeah, I got that. We'll get to those two in a second because I got those to pull out. I got special stories about those movies.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, you've got to see The Princess Bride, Trev.
Yeah, you got it. That's like a classic.
I'll be honest. I haven't heard of that one or Serendipity.
Really?
Okay.
Inconceivable.
It is not another teen movie.
That was one of those 90s spoof movies.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
funny,
like the
though.
one where they're like in high school or something, and it's just one dude's playing football and he gets tackled in half and something stupid?
Probably so.
Probably.
I don't remember that one personally.
That's got to be it.
Yeah.
Mike Franklin, I thought so. Deadpool, a love
Do you
story.
want a peanut?
Absolutely, Deadpool's a love story. It's a beautiful, beautiful love story. All right. So speaking of Serendipity,
I don't know.
so this is my wife and I. We watch this every year on our anniversary, and actually, we went to New York City. Went to every single place in this movie. We've been to every place they went to. We went to, in that entire movie. And we've eaten at Serendipity. The food's excellent, and so is that cool thing. Although, in reality, they filmed that across the street because the inside of Serendipity looks nothing like the actual Serendipity that the actual restaurant. So, just all everybody out there. So, if you ever go, it's an excellent restaurant, and the hot chocolate thing is fucking awesome.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
But it looks nothing like it.
But not, yeah.
Not the inside. Yeah, the inside.
Don't get your hopes up there.
Off the street, but the outside looks the same. It says Serendipity 3 on it, but across because the inside of it is all like dark, low ceilings with Tiffany lamps. But yeah, they filmed it across the way because it was more modern. So whatever. But the food.
That's how
really
it always is, though. Like when I was visiting Savannah, Georgia, where they filmed the bench scene of Forrest Gump.
Yeah. That
little square they did that in, there's benches everywhere. Mm-hmm. They all look the same. It could have been filmed at any friggin' one of them.
Yep.
Sure. Sit on them all.
The bench they sold it and whatever. They made money off of it.
Cool. There's our buddy Ed from Rock Ed Review.
You like apples?
I could have got around Go to a Hunting. That one is a fantastic movie.
Which one?
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. That was
you haven't seen that one with
that was Matt Damon's directorial and writing debut.
Matt Damon.
And him.
Okay, I will tell you, there's a lot of movies I've seen that I just simply don't know the names of. But
Robin Williams.
Confident I have not seen that one. I think I might have seen Serendipity, knowing that John Cusack's in it. That looked familiar, so I might have.
Yeah, John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale, can't go wrong with that.
I tell you what, man, we have some homework.
Yeah, we're gonna send you a list.
We missed out some greatness.
When I was deployed, we had this hard drive, and everyone passed it around, and everyone just would put movies on it, and you'd have I had terabytes of movies.
Yeah.
And when we were over there every night, I was just watching like 3 or 4 movies. I just would click one. I didn't know what it was. I would
I would say this, in this genre, chances are you're probably not going to be, finding that with a whole lot of other guys in their movie choices. So
no, this had every movie imaginable. We're talking I don't know. Over the years, people would just keep adding movies to this hard drive, like the master hard drive.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's fantastic.
Nice. All right. So Donald's pick, Casablanca. One of my absolute favorite movies. My favorite movie of all time is Casablanca.
I haven't seen it.
This movie was filmed during World War II as a propaganda film for the Allies. And it was filmed in 3 days because they didn't know when the hell they got to get it out there to promote war bonds and to get everybody, keep the country pumped up during the war. So this is actually a super important movie, but obviously it's, it's Humphrey Bogart. How can you go wrong with that?
Right.
I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful movie, and it's wonderful. But yeah, I took a lot of
know who that is.
High school and just loved it ever since. The colorized version sucks.
Here, don't worry, I'll get something else to drink. Just don't listen to me.
I'll get something else to drink too. What do you want, love?
I got the old.
I'm actually not done with this. I've been savoring the heck out of
Matt's
it.
drinking some Old Forester, so
Is
Yeah,
it?
you got to get yourself across the Blanca there, Trev. I mean, it's
okay.
It's
So Trev,
important.
Trev, how about this one? Have you seen this one?
Garden State. Who is
That's
that?
Natalie Portman and Zach.
I was gonna say,
Natalie Portman.
who's the dude?
What's his name?
Josh
Braff. Zach Braff. Sorry.
Braff.
Zach, that's on the check.
Josh.
You ever seen Scrubs?
Yeah.
That's the guy from Scrubs.
So
Evil.
This is
That's
his
it.
directorial debut.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that yet, I'll be honest.
This has one of the greatest soundtracks.
Have you've seen this, right, Matt?
Long time ago,
Long time ago.
like back in the
this-
90s.
If you haven't seen this is a great movie, and it's a great little love story too. Yes, great soundtrack.
Fantastic freaking soundtrack. I was introduced to so many really, really fantastic artists because of this, because of the soundtrack.
Alien versus Predator. There you go, Eric.
Yeah,
Eric,
That's a love
there you
movie.
go. Exactly, of course.
no, that's an
For
Eric
Eric,
response.
It's an Eric Wade.
Eric.
Oh. I was like,
That's what
what are
he's
y'all talking about? Your idea of love is a little different than mine.
Eric, he's attracted to interesting beings. You know,
Yes.
It's just what happens with Eric. He can't help it.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
All right, so I got one because I haven't
All right.
given one. You've taken all of mine.
Gone with the
Something
Wind. You
About
can't go wrong with that.
Something about
Oh,
Mary.
Mary.
Franks and beans.
Yeah.
Franks and beans.
Have you seen
whole
the baseball?
bathroom- The whole
Yeah.
bathroom scene before he goes on his date,
So funny.
amazing. What's that hanging from your ear?
Somewhere.
Is that hair gel? I've needed some.
Have you seen the memes going around with the Gorilla Glue in that?
Oh God.
Oh, God. No.
No.
I haven't seen those yet.
Now your hair's just sticking straight up.
I'm like, I got something better than Gorilla Glue. It's a picture of her with her hair sticking straight up.
Nice.
It's just wrong.
Seen this one Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. I don't think I
haven't
actually
seen
know
that one.
that. Just shocking for me.
I
What
don't know
year
that.
did that come out, Richie? I'm guessing that's probably like 70s or something. My guess.
Donald
Probably
Rance,
not.
Donald Rance is saying Gone with the Wind. It's another
Oh,
classic.
yeah, definitely a classic. Hell, I have a giant old VHS copy that's some super duper edition that's in there. I didn't get it out. because
So
it's like
I
this
have
freaking
seen
big.
that one before you get on to me for being young. Dang it. They made me watch it in high school. But they make us watch that in school because in the opening credits, one of like the B-roll footage of like the landscape and stuff was filmed at a place in Little Rock. So they just think the whole movie is like, oh, this is Arkansas. We got to watch it. So they made us watch it.
For us, Princess Bride was what they played in our classrooms when we were growing up.
Well, it was.
There you go. All right.
When
so
was that
Master-
movie made and when was Gone with the Wind made?
1927, Gone with the Wind, I believe.
Yeah, it's old.
It's old. It's way old.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Clark Gable. Can't go wrong with that. So High Fidelity and Say Anything. I have Say Anything right here. Another beautiful John Cusack film. That's where the whole boombox above your head came from. Is from Say Anything. That people have copied over and of course, like Deadpool. A lot of other ones.
Yeah.
But great movie. Which speaking of like Can't Buy Me Love is another good one that unfortunately I didn't pull that one out. With back when what the hell is his name? That's on Grey's Anatomy.
Nice. Moving on to some Russells, Trev says.
What's that guy? Is it Patrick Dempsey that's the main character on Grey's Anatomy? That's back. It's his original movies is Can't Buy Me Love.
He
Back in, like,
was
38.
one of the main characters.
I don't
Spoiler
know.
alert.
I don't watch the show. I don't know. I don't care.
There you go, Trev. Do you have Disney Plus?
No, but no, don't worry. What I do or don't have, but I can watch anything my heart desires.
They just said Princess Bride is on Disney Plus, so
Okay.
one of mine that's total chick flick, but Notting Hill,
Oh, it's a great movie.
great movie.
Where is it? Where's Notting Hill?
Wait, I've seen that movie.
Have you?
It's like
Another great
There we go.
Will Roberts movie.
it looks. That's an old movie I've seen. There we go.
And it's
The
funny.
only movie I've seen. When was
You
it?
actually love to pick up hookers. Also another great thing.
Can't find the
know.
date on here.
Well, you're an A-list celebrity. Why not pick up hookers? Because that's a great plan. You couldn't possibly just go to any place and pick up random chicks to go home with you. Not possible. Shit. You got to pay for it? I mean, how bad is your life at that point? 51st Dates. It's a great Adam Sandler movie. Totally.
We have that one here.
Hey, that's a love movie. That's really
Absolutely.
kind of sad.
Drew Barrymore, and that's one of his three which was blended, and The Wedding Singer, which is
Wedding
one of the
Singer.
greatest movies ever made.
Wedding Singer's one too. I mean,
I love The Wedding Singer. I love
all
the
three
I
of
got
those
both soundtracks. All great movies.
Wedding Singer.
yeah, Wedding Singer,
Perfect.
51st Dates. All three of those are
Mhm.
love movies.
Oh, and Blended was hilarious too. I don't have Blended. But
Where they
I've got it near the room, but I didn't pull it out.
Well, honestly, a lot of Adam Sandler movies, though you might not think of them as love movies, like even Waterboy, he falls in love.
Mhm.
So all love stories, pretty much.
Yeah.
To be real honest.
Anger Management.
Oh my God,
Told
Anger
you.
Management. That
Yeah.
movie.
Told you.
so
Didn't pull
good.
that shit down.
All of his movies are. Little Nicky is.
Shame. See that on live YouTube.
Shame on you.
Shame.
It's too high. I can't reach it.
Happy Gilmore, Lee Madison. It's always some new hot chick, or even the grown-ups. I mean, every one of them is a different love story of some sort.
I wonder if it's
How
if
with movies Halloween even is.
they were casting and just wanted to be with these random people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Natural Born Killers. Well, technically there's a love story in there, but pretty fucked up one.
Yeah.
So when
Oh, speaking of fucked up love stories, I have one of those in here.
All right, what you got?
I guess I'll do two of them because one of them was mentioned in Discord today. I don't remember who mentioned it, but shout out to whoever did for Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah,
speaking
great
of
movie.
Oh,
I didn't even
Warm
think
Bodies.
about that movie.
Another great love story is Warm Bodies about zombies and
Warm
human
Bodies.
love.
Yeah. But mine that I wanted to say mention too would be Lucky Number 11.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I have not seen that movie in so long. Like I forgot that even existed until you just
Yeah.
showed that.
I
You'd be sick.
like this movie a lot.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, it's one of those.
Not Leo and Kate, but the lower level old couple and the lady with her child in the water. All right. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it.
cheers.
All right, let's see here. Chainsaw and Top Straight Back. Oh, I know. Oh, Brandon. What was the one that Brandon mentioned earlier in Discord? You Before Me or something like that. I think that was one Brandon mentioned earlier.
Do you want to go with Kevin Smith? There you go.
Clerk.
Clerks too.
Go.
They get together in the end.
I was never big into those movies, to be
Oh,
honest.
I love Kevin
I
Smith.
love Kevin Smith movies.
Yeah.
I'm such a big fan of his. Dogma is what got me,
Mhm.
but I am such a big fan of Kevin Smith's, and I actually really enjoy his. I don't want to call it stand up. He does
It's an evening with Kevin Smith.
an evening with Kevin Smith where he is standing up and talking. You could consider it stand up, but he's not telling jokes. He's telling stories that are sometimes rather humorous. But I don't know. It's almost like the Joe Rogan podcast rather than the Joe Rogan like stand up. He's just talking, but sometimes it's kind of funny.
I got another one.
It's chasing Amy.
Robin Hood. That's a great one with Kevin Costner and Tully Good
Yeah.
and Maid Marian. That's a classic love story.
Yeah,
in
that's
general.
classic.
I have
so
my next.
Me Before You was this one with Brandon mentioned earlier about a rich guy that's in a wheelchair falling for his caretaker, trying to push her away, but she's just and they fall in love with one another. Okay. Oh, Muddy Python, The Meaning of Life.
I thought about that, but again, so many stories.
Yeah. Yeah. When Harry Met Sally or Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail. You've Got Mail.
All those Tom.
Oh yeah, Harry Met Sally, all that stuff. Great movies. Thanks, Donnie, for those. Yeah, those are all good. Harry Met Sally is probably my favorite though, especially when they're having soup. It's hysterical.
I totally dig You've Got Mail. You know when we don't have the actual movie of Dan in Real Life. Have you seen that one?
Dan in Real Life.
Dan in Real Life.
I don't think so.
That was a
I don't think I've even heard of
Steve
it.
Carell movie.
Steve Carell movie.
Huh.
It's a good movie. It's a love story.
Well, speaking of Steve Carell's, most of his movies are not that great. The one I actually like is one with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Love was a Crazy Stupid Love. That one's really good.
I don't remember that one.
Hey, I thought the 40-Year-Old Virgin was a pretty good love movie with Steve.
Fine.
That was funny.
That was funny. That was a
fine
unique movie.
It's kind of like Will Ferrell. He's better as a side character than the main character.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. What's that guy? You've seen 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, a long time ago.
The dude, one of his friends, Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I do not like him as a main character, but when he's like a side character, like in 40-Year-Old Virgin, I think he's hilarious. I hate his movies.
But like Knocked Up, you didn't get behind Knocked Up?
No, all of his main movies, I'm just like,
It didn't.
What about Green Hornet?
Green Hornet?
That Green Hornet was amazing.
No, he's just talking about
There's Knocked Up.
Are you talking about the worst movies ever made? I thought we were talking about love movies.
Beautiful love. That's fun. Seth Rogen. One of my favorites.
No, I actually enjoyed the hell out of Knocked Up. I thought that was a fantastic movie.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, shit.
I think they were funny, but I would never have them compete against some of my favorites. I don't know. There's just something about him. It's like too much. When it's just him, it's too much for me.
Oh, Pineapple Express is not my favorite. It's all right. It's weird. I think his other one, Observe and Report's pretty funny. Superbad, obviously he's just a side character, Superbad, but it's funny as shit. But who knows?
I got another one. And it's going to lead into two of them because it's the same character in both movies. But the first one, Shallow Hal.
Oh,
okay. That's the one. I like Shallow. Okay.
So Jack Black is easily one of my favorite characters. He's so freaking stupid, but it's just my kind of humor. I love his humor. It's stupid. Like when she comes and knocks on the door and he can see her, so he goes and globs petroleum jelly all over his eyeballs to answer the door, and he's like, "Yeah, I got something. I can't see you." That's where it's at.
I like that.
I got conjunctivitis in my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got one. It's a classic, and it's one of my favorite movies ever.
Empire
Record.
I've never even heard of that.
Empire.
The whole Clerks genre.
Huh?
It's just the Clerks people over and over and over in different movies.
This isn't Clerks, people. That's not Clerks, people.
Close enough. It's that whole genre, though. It's the same concept.
80s movies?
Oh, come on. Early 90s
Early
movies.
90s movies?
90s. Like 97.
All right, late 90s movies. I'm pulling out some Green Spot Chateau Montelena.
Did I tell you could drink that?
No.
1995.
A very special guest. You can drink it.
Clever J.
I've got an odd one as well that people wouldn't normally think of, but the Muppets, the Muppet movie.
Oh,
with what's his name? The most recent one.
Oh, I don't know. It's got Sheldon in it.
Beautiful Knob Creek there, Trev. Do love that. Always good.
Which
White Men Can't Jump in the Love movie.
I'll be honest. So I
waited for the chat. I'm sure they'll come through.
The Muppets with Jason Segel and Amy Adams.
That's the one.
The new one. Oh, okay, the new one. I was thinking the
new one.
Like the 80s and why did you tell me that?
I like Amy Adams.
It's a totally a love story too.
Who doesn't like Amy Adams? Is that an option? I don't think that's an option. I mean, speaking of Amy Adams, you got to pull out Leap Year, which goes with your Irish just well. Great movie. They go to Ireland and she's got to ask a dude to marry her because that's the Leap Year. Great movie. We're speaking of Irish. I need some Irish. It's all the way down here.
All the way at the end.
The
Mask.
Oh, The Mask. Yeah. Jim Carrey movies.
Ooh, Jim Carrey. Ooh.
I Love You, Man.
Yeah.
Eternal Sunshine. Spotless Mind. Yep.
Somebody had mentioned earlier the Truman Show.
Truman Show.
Truman Show is a little bit of a love story.
It was kind of a love story.
Trying to think of my favorite Jim Carrey love movie.
It wasn't his funniest.
Ace Ventura. Yeah, his love for animals.
The only thing I remember about that movie is when he goes into the death metal concert and was just it's Cannibal Corpse up on the concert, and he's like, "Hey, have you seen this guy?"
Is that the red or the white? That was actually on the other day on the
TV.
regular TV. Regular.
Oh. That's a good one.
All right.
What'd you pull out,
Let's
Matt?
see here.
Maid of Honor.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Mid Honor's good. Yeah. How about Bull Durham? Kevin Costner. It's got Kevin Costner. I think it's great. I don't know if you guys have seen Bull Durham from the early '80s, like '84.
What
Where,
you
it's about a baseball team and it's about the minor leagues, and every year.
Yeah.
Brandon helps the new rookies out because she likes to sleep with all of them.
I remember.
It's a great because the funny part is her husband in real life is in it, of course, in the end.
Nice.
Tim Robbins. But he's a young, but this is when they were young. This is an old ass movie. This is like 35 years ago. I've always
Good
loved
pick,
Jessica
Nick.
Biel. Also,
Pick it.
who doesn't love Jessica Biel? Same reason. But although her movies,
You have whiskey in your glass.
I do love Late Trinity. That's a good one with her in it.
I'll drink that one with you next, Trev.
What's that?
Not a love story though.
I said I'll drink that one with you next.
Oh, I was scoping out the next one. I've been going up in proof, so I wanted to see if this one was lower than this Elijah Craig that I had.
We've been all over the place.
Yeah, we're jumping around.
I mean,
We're
we're
just
at
having
Irish
fun.
now. Yeah.
I'm drinking this Knob Creek pick, and I wanted to mention something when I poured it. It's a 9-year pick, which, all the 14, 50, all those are going away. But this 9-year pick I have is actually, I was pretty bummed about it until I've had this pick. It kind of restored. I was like, okay, as long as this is coming out, then I'm fine. Just be this good. And
Right.
I'll be okay with it. Which I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you
I forgot where I heard it at, but it was confirmed. Those picks are going away. Those older picks.
Huh?
No, good one.
yeah, we've heard the same, unfortunately, from being directly. So
Yeah,
They're
I
gone.
heard someone was on with one of the reps, and he spilled the beans.
yeah, they're gone.
And now I'm
Unfortunately,
sad. It's like a
Jeremy
love
Blair,
movie.
that's another good one. Just like For the Love of the Game is a great baseball, but also a great love story. You can't go wrong. With Kevin
Wait a
Costner
minute,
in
what-
general.
For the love of the
For the
game.
Love of the Game.
Which one is that?
You never seen For Love of the Game? Trev, you need to watch this if you haven't seen it.
Listen, I've seen every baseball movie ever made. I just don't remember which one that was about. Like I said, I'm terrible with names. I know.
He's an older player, and he throws, I guess, was a no-hitter. He's throwing a no-hitter, and he's got the low. So the girl he picks up on the side of the road, he helps her out with a cart. Ring a bell at all?
Got it.
All right, so let's see here. Jeffrey Gillum. About Time is a damn good movie. Definitely one to sit back with a good Scott we're going to enjoy. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Cheers.
Yeah, About Time. That's a good one. All right. Okay, so
All right, I got another
one. Is a great one. Minor League is also a great movie. Not so much a romantic movie, but entertaining.
Oh yeah, I could. Don't get
Okay.
me off on baseball, man. I can go on about some baseball.
First kiss.
Never been kissed?
Never been kissed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. With Drew Barrymore.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Hold on, I forgot the name of this movie.
Trying to think of random ones off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, don't worry.
Hold on.
We'll try thinking of that. Bring on another.
Fever Pitch.
Trevor's going to look it up.
Fever
Yeah.
Pitch. That's
Sex
what it
Drive.
was.
The
Fever
unrated
Pitch.
cream
That
pitch.
movie is freaking awesome.
Just one? Oh, Fever Pitch. That's a good one, yeah.
Fever Pitch.
But yeah, you ever seen Sex Drive? This is a great movie. But he used to go across country. Some chick he meets on the internet. He's going to go across country to meet her. And of course, they stop in an Amish place, and It works out hilariously funny. If you haven't seen it, plus it's this is the unrated edition, and it's like they always say, and this what's funny about this movie is they always say, oh, most unrated they give you like an extra boob or something. Not this thing. There's just like random naked chicks that walk across the screen like 60 times, and there's like some guy running butt naked through a cornfield with this gigantic schlong. It's hilarious.
Now that's my kind of movie.
Oh, you would love Sex Drive. Sex Drive is great. Plus, it's got the chick from what the hell is she in? Silicon Valley when she's much younger. I forget what the hell. Amanda Crew. Yeah, but Seth Green's in it too. And then of course our buddy Sam Green's also in it. You know, he says he's not that guy, but I swear that he really is the guy from Hot Tub Time Machine, also in Sex Drive. I don't care what Sam says. He's really that guy.
That's him. It's him.
It's him.
We do have backup.
I don't care what you say.
Kill this, you may.
We don't need to do that.
But I don't know if I don't know if it's quite there yet. It's getting there.
Uh-oh.
Bad news, man. War of the Roses. Oh yeah.
What proof is yours?
Michael Turner. There you go.
Ours is ringing in at
what else we got here?
132.9. 132.9.
Mine's 131 even.
Nice.
I have one down here.
Got to back up.
It is 132.1.
John Lennon. Mm-hmm.
These Jack
should
Daniels
feel like it was
are easily my favorite things ever.
It's for $60. Come on now.
We always have one on backup.
Right.
They're
We're never going to run out of it.
They're different than everything else on the shelf. For
I agree with Silly. Showgirls are fantastic love film.
Showgirls is one of the worst movies. And
Who doesn't
yet,
love Showgirls, the movie that ruined Jesse Spano, Elizabeth Berkley. Yeah, not a
just
great movie.
so terrible in so many
It's one of
ways.
those because, of course, I turned 17 the year that movie came out, so of course you had to see it because you want to see an NC-17. So I saw it and I was like, it's all right. It's not a great movie. I prefer Striptease with Demi Moore, who's also hotter. So we got that going for us.
That was actually
Much better
actually
movie.
had a storyline to it. There was a plot to that movie.
I like exactly. Yeah, I like Striptease. That was great.
Oh God, the love scene, the love scene, if you want to call it a love scene, where she's just like flailing about in the pool. It's just so god awful. Just it's the worst.
Oh, it is. It's brutal. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Something
one of
About
those
Mary
movies
and Titanic have both been mentioned.
They have.
That's on my list. Heck yeah.
Saved by the Bell, of course. Fantastic.
Somebody further up mentioned Dirty Dancing.
Let's see.
That's
Dirty Dancing.
That is one that
Valentine is good.
don't have on.
Dirty Dancing.
I think I have it on VHS. Or do we have that on?
Yeah.
I don't think we have that on DVD.
I think I have it on VHS.
I know you have it on VHS.
I know I have it.
Jennifer Grey. I mean, what a great movie.
To our younger audience members, VHS is a.
This is what a VHS is. This big, thick thing here. Which
You have to rewind it. She's all that. That's an awesome movie.
It's an awesome movie. It's
You have to rewind it if you want to watch it again.
I know.
You just can't click a button.
Back in my day, we had a separate machine that would rewind it for you.
I did
So
too.
you could put another one in the main machine and watch it.
Look,
the movie you just watched is the one.
VHS, okay?
Huh?
Who had a Betamax? That's the real question.
I did not have Betamax. I did have a whole bunch of Laserdiscs for a while.
I remember that.
I had a shit ton of Laserdiscs.
I'll be honest, I don't even know what that is.
So
Laserdiscs?
right before DVD, probably about
Just bigger DVDs.
probably about I guess it was probably 5 to 7 years before DVD came about and became really popular. There was a product called Laserdiscs, and they were about the size of records.
Records aren't that big.
Okay, they were a little bit bigger than records. shiny silver like a CD on both sides. Both sides were scratchable because both sides played.
Uh-huh.
You had to turn the disc over and or buy a machine that was dual side reading, which my stepfather had. So we had one of those machines that read both sides of the laser disc. But yeah, it was a that was the thing right before DVD, and it had fantastic quality.
That sounds friggin' terrible.
Oh, it was horrible. There were some,
let's go rent a movie, and you just pull out this record player.
Oh, seriously, it was. There were some movies that there were 2 discs, so 4 sides. It was horrible.
I remember watching those at your house.
They're like it kept like 45 minutes or so was like the max, maybe 35
when
minutes.
we were what, high school?
Yeah.
Was it high school?
Yeah.
Was it junior high?
High school.
Yeah, I know HD-DVD. My parents had one of those. Yeah. Well, and the reason that Sony Blu-ray ended up winning that war is because Sony owned Betamax, and Sony even said back in like '85, who would possibly want to watch a movie at home rather than go to the theater? Boy, did they fuck that up. Also, porn chose VHS for Betamax as the real reason, because most porn went straight to video at the time. Was the real reason the VHS ended up winning. Same reason the Blu-ray won, because porn chose Blu-ray over HD DVD. Just wanted to know the story of why it actually got picked. It's very important to the movie genre. It's true. All right. Anyway, I just want to let you know. It's very important. To
Speaking with a little less porn on the mind. How about? Oh, Matt's got one.
Kate Leopold, another great one. This is back before he was the Wolverine. Back in Meg Ryan and Hugh Jackman. He's still a sex machine, but you know.
Hey Matt,
Trev's got no clue.
His romantic comedy days.
Hey Matt, do you have a bunch of people using your interwebs right now? You're kind of blurry.
Probably my damn kids have probably got. I know my wife's working. My kids are probably on the internet. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to cut it off. Hold on.
Let's just blame the snowpocalypse that's happening to us right now.
That's what we've been blaming everything on today.
While he steps away, we got
both.
Ooh, on my internet.
Those are good.
Hang on.
There we go.
Sorry.
He forgot to mute himself when he walked away. So we got My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1 and 2, because both of them, of course.
Those are good. I like those.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the one that Matt talked about, but I do like those.
Yeah, these were funny, as well as obviously the romantic part, but they were actually funny too.
They were very funny.
Spray some Windex on everything, but
it's a cake.
A boot. Oh,
it's a cake.
It's a
cake.
And you just put a little plant in the middle. I will never make a bundt cake without having a plant to put in the middle. Just because.
I'll never make a bundt cake without thinking of that.
Yeah.
I will never make a bundt cake. I'll just buy
for the win.
Trophy win.
Okay, so let me run one by you. And this is going back to my last movie, which was Shallow Hal.
Okay.
The same year that was released a movie called Saving Silverman.
Mm-hmm.
And that movie is freaking, which I don't know, I need to look it up to see what year American Pie was released.
Yeah.
But that's also all of the American Pie movies.
They're fantastic. Some of my favorite ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Those were great.
Especially when
Silverman became the head dude for the American Pie. So I imagine it's around the same year that those came out.
Yeah, it was like 99, 2000, somewhere in there.
Because I know Saving Silverman was early 2000s. I don't know about American Pie.
American Pie came out in 99.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I was in high school and they checked their IDs and I was 17 and it was fantastic that I could go see it. One of the greatest movies ever made is American Pie. I don't care what else says. It's fucking awesome.
So Saving Silverman was 2001. So they definitely cast him. And then they cast Jack Black from friggin' because Shallow Hal came out the same year as Saving Silverman. So, they were like, hey, these are funny. Let's get them in on one movie.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in forever, but I remember it being hilarious. and of course, the rom part. But
one Saving Silverman.
yes, well, I mean, American Pie. I've seen those several times. They're funny as hell, but
they're all more they're more comedy than they are rom.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're more nudity than anything, but
yeah, there was a period in time where just putting nudity in your movie was, maybe not required, but
But I think that's what made American Pie so great was it was supposed to be this outlandish, boobies everywhere, but the main guy was struggling with like, oh, I've never had sex, I've never done this, and then he ended up falling in love with the girl, like the first girl he's ever been. It turned into a love movie.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, can't hardly wait! Another great party /
Can't hardly wait. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe like at least 30 times because it's amazing.
It's a great movie.
I do love that one. All right, I'm gonna switch to some Glengoyne Cast Strength Batch 4 because it's delicious.
This is the last whiskey that me and Sarah are both going to be drinking. From here, we're going to divulge, and I've got some of her absolute favorites, along with some of my absolute favorites, which are definitely not hers. So we're going to go with some Iron Root.
Hey, I have a bottle of that.
Well, it is delicious.
It's the only Texas whiskey that I own, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
As a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact, you got to fix that, man.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to be honest, and I have to be honest with you guys because you're in Texas.
Please.
Most Texas whiskeys that I've had, I do not like.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an actual note. Just bear with me. I call it black licorice that I get on it the Texas ones that I've had, and I despise black licorice. So when
me too.
It reminds me of black licorice, and I'm like, no, that ain't for me.
Interesting.
Is that on all varieties of grain from Texas?
I will be honest with you. I've only had a handful, and when we went to the Bastards Ball, they had that tasting room, and almost everyone in there was from friggin' Texas.
Yeah,
yep.
Everyone
was.
Well, not
Oaken, yeah.
So when I tried them, it was there was something similar on all of them that was like, some of them were better than others to me. I will give that. There were some that I was like, yeah, this is more reminiscent of what I'm used to. Others were like, whoa, you need to freaking chill out with whatever you're doing. I don't like it.
Yeah. My dad's the same way with Texas whiskeys.
There are very few that
he
really
lives
enjoys.
in Texas. There's very few that he enjoys, and I've tried them on several.
But the ones that he does enjoy are very outlandish and
it's
weird
really
on their own.
like the Lone Elm, our picks that we did from Lone Elm. He loves those things.
He loves Herman Marshall.
It's random. He likes some of the Balcones that we tried him on. Not very many. He really liked the rye.
Yeah.
He really liked the rye.
That rye is something special. I wish I had that to pull out.
But I mean, he's the same way. There's something about them that just doesn't click with him, and that's okay.
Well, Mark JG is giving me a hard time saying, never get black licorice on Texas whiskey.
I don't either. I get black licorice on a lot of rye.
I do too.
And I really just prize that note in rye.
Well, and
because I don't like black licorice. But
it could be something that you associate with black licorice that we associate with something else.
Right.
And that's the thing. It might not be actual black licorice I'm tasting. It might be something that reminds me of black licorice that I don't like.
You were eating black licorice at the time that you smelled what you're smelling or what you're tasting.
He doesn't eat black licorice.
I would never eat black licorice in my life. But I get what you're saying. Maybe there's just something that when I drink it, it reminds me. And maybe I don't really, I hate molasses. I hate anything like that. So
interesting.
I get almost and I know it's just maybe psychosomatic, but I get almost a mesquite smokiness on most Texas whiskeys, whether there was any mesquite involved or not.
Yeah.
It's not a typical oak spice. It's not a typical oak influence. It's definitely a different type of wood, and since I'm in Texas, I just like to call it mesquite. But
Yeah.
There's just something weird. And like I said, I'm terrible at tasting notes. I give the worst tasting notes. But
No, I
I
wouldn't say that at all. You give your tasting notes.
and I'm with her on that one. As long as you can call it the same thing the next time you go back to it, then those are your notes, and there's nothing wrong with your notes. They're uniquely yours, or they're yours and a whole bunch of other people's too that just aren't me and Sarah, right? So I encourage everybody, give the notes that you have. Don't try to give the notes that somebody else, is saying that they're getting. Give the notes that you find, because, those are what's going to be uniquely you. And as long as you can try to find those same key things when you're going back to something, you're doing it right.
And, that's something I struggle with is I know, I taste the differences on everything.
Yeah.
Typically, I can't name what I'm tasting. I can tell it's different. I know that it's totally different. So I try and look for, okay, what does that remind me of? And I think that's how I ended up on black licorice. I was like, I don't know what that is. I've never tasted this in a whiskey.
Yeah.
So I tried to look for something that I've had before that reminded me of that. And I ended up on black licorice. So I don't know what it is in black licorice that it reminds me of, but that's what it does.
Yeah.
Or that's what I've always said anyway. And
you also have to
Texas, I go, oh, there's that black licorice note. And it might not be black licorice, but it's what I'm associating.
Right.
Black licorice.
Right. And you may one day find what that note is and then determine you're going to call it something else. I'm just saying, don't let somebody else tell you what you're going to call it, because I like people that are uniquely them. So yeah, just be you and say what you get and what you find.
Well, in that case, Texas is black licorice, dang it.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm going to try to send you some whiskeys to prove that wrong.
Hey, and here's the thing, and Matt and I, for as long as I remember, Matt knows I am not a Scotch person.
Yeah.
At all. True. But people say, and I understand this, that, it's such a huge variety that there's no way for me to actually know this. But from the ones I've had, I can say no, none of them are doing it for me.
Yeah.
But it's just, I'm willing to try everything, and I've always been that way. There's nothing why would anyone? Nope, I'm not drinking that. I don't like Scotch. I don't like Texas. The ones I've had is black licorice. I won't drink that. I think trying everything is a good way to just expand everything that you've had.
Do you think it's the malt?
I think it's the malt, and I've been saying this because as much as of a bad experience I had when I drank Lefroy 10, that was the one that I was kind of interested going back to, just because I couldn't taste the malt.
Interesting. I don't wonder because Texas.
I have to do it because we were just talking about this. The single malt. Someone sent me a bunch of Scotch, and the one that won was a single malt from Texas.
Balcones?
Yes. And out of all the ones they sent me, the Balcones single malt, and I forget exactly which one, but that it was better to me than the other ones. I wonder,
a lot of Texas whiskeys use malts in it as well, and I don't wonder if maybe that's what's triggering you.
Well, most bourbons, even in Kentucky, use malt
but
as well to get everything going. But,
the way Texas has this distinct thing about their whiskey.
Yeah,
and
Trev, you're actually following in the same category as Sarah's father. He's a big bourbon lover, loves lots and lots of bourbons, loves some rye. Very few scotches has he ever enjoyed at all.
And the ones he has, they're expensive.
Very few Irish has he ever enjoyed
And
at
the ones
all.
he has, they're expensive.
So it's very rare.
I finally found an Irish that he likes, 2 of them. A couple weekends ago, they were over here. We were hanging out in social distance aspects in the garage. This is the first one that we tried him on that he likes. Okay. Take my $100 bottle of fucking Irish whiskey.
I've heard great things about almost all of the spots.
Oh, yeah.
All the different colored spots.
I enjoy them all, but several years back when I first started and I got my first bottle of Green Spot, I tried him on it and he didn't like it. So that was the first one he liked. And then, of course, he had to not like my Middleton, the Knockgrath Forest. The $300 bottle of Irish whiskey.
Of course. I'm
Seriously, Dad? You couldn't like, just the normal bottle of freaking Irish whiskey. You got to go with the expensive stuff.
We're going to talk about Texas stuff. I mean, it's not technically Texas, but it's a country movie, pure country. You guys ever seen this one?
Haven't seen that one.
Back in the day here with George Strait. Yeah, this is like, what was this? Early, like mid? I'm trying to see what year this was. Also, it was like mid 90s. Yeah, 92, early 90, 1992. Yeah, George Strait. It's a good movie though. Nice love story out there about the rodeo circuit.
I haven't seen that one. I mean, I'm not a huge country fan in general, so.
You don't wear a down there in Texas?
I'm not from Texas. I just live here.
We're sorry that you couldn't be here from the original, from the beginning. We're sorry.
It's not in my blood.
It's in ours. Nice. So, anyway. All right. Let's see what else we got here.
We got Greg, will you?
Bridget Jones' Diary. Another fantastically hilarious movie.
That is a good movie.
I love this movie. It's so freaking funny. It's great.
What you got there for Elijah Craig, Trev?
This is the C920. I debated I have several batches, but this one's just I agree with almost all of the C batches I've had are typically my favorite from what I've
I don't have a fancy ass one like that per se, but mine's a store pick from Mirage. So
hey, I love there are several really good Elijah Craig picks, and I don't know. It's weird that some of the picks you get will not give the age, but then some of them, I guess, just brag about, oh, this is a 10, this is an 11-year-old pick. I guess maybe only the store knows how old it is, and if it's an older one, they choose to advertise it.
Yeah.
But, typically I go in there and I see Elijah Craig picks. They never have the age on it, but I've seen some that they're like, yeah, this is a 12-year-old Elijah Craig store pick. And I'm like, how do you even say this on the bottle anywhere?
Yeah, the bottle usually they won't let them legally put it on there, but they will tell you in the store how old it is. That's all they're
lying you.
And they should do it like Knob Creek does it. Just put when it was in and it came out. Like
different distillery, different rules.
Say that. Just
the problem that is that now the store can say whatever the hell they want to. They can say 13 years, they can say 12, they can say 10. If they, it doesn't matter. Who's going to stop them from saying that?
Yeah,
there's nothing on paper that they can show you.
You think someone from Heaven Hill is going to come in that store and be like,
"No,
that barrel wasn't that old."
Right.
Not going to happen.
No.
I'm sure they could probably get in a lot of trouble if someone found out, I guess, but I don't know. I've never heard of any law nor.
Well, all you have to do is say, well, I'm pretty sure that's what my manager said. All you have to say is, I'm pretty sure that's what my manager said.
True.
All it takes is an employee. You don't have to write anything down. All you need is an employee saying that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, here's our 13-year-old Elijah Craig pick.
See, and that's just, I'm with you. I think that's kind of shady. I don't like that. I think that if you're going to have an age statement, put the damn age statement on the bottle.
Right.
But because there's been stores I've gone to where like, hey, have you tried our 10 or 11 Elijah Craig store pick? And I was like, well, which one's which? They're just both sitting over there, and there's nothing on it that says anything about anything.
And how are you going to know which one it is? You just got to pull one.
The one on the left and the one on the right. So, and I'm like, how do you?
It's usually by serial numbers how you know how old they are. But you have to know what the serial number is and match it up.
Right.
But is there a way to like verify that?
With a distillery, yeah.
So I would have to send that in. But
Yeah,
I
you'd
would
have
feel
to ask the distillery,
people
yeah.
would not do that.
Well, we know it's not Bobby, Sam, because only you would say hot ass Trev, not Bobby. That's how we
Well-
don't do it.
Bobby.
Well, no. I mean, if you really think about it, Matt, Bobby would probably say that too.
Just depends
I
on
don't
how many
know.
whiskeys you're in.
Depends
Either
on how much
way,
fireball you have.
that's-
Just
All
saying.
right, what else we got here? We got The Holiday. You guys, I'm sure, have seen this Lovely Christmas. Also a great love story movie. If you
I was
guys,
gonna bring
it's got
that
pretty much a
dude.
shitload of famous people in it, that's for sure.
Oh, good.
Jack
Lord.
Black.
I'm gonna bottle kill and hard
I think
peg.
maybe the last Jack Black movie I've got up here.
That
Yeah,
was
I got
back
the
when
Jack
Jack
Black.
Black was still kind of
Wee Beastie.
serious, I guess. He's done some pretty jokingly, casts, but
Hey, guy's funny.
but,
He's a funny dude.
like if you watch like Tropic Thunder or something, he's just an idiot.
Oh God, Tropic
Whereas-
Thunder. Well, yeah.
You-
I like him in Jumanji. He's funny in Jumanji.
he's much more serious than some of those older ones.
Yeah, that's true.
One that
School of Rock.
School of Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was in that Lucas movie, bitches. He was in it.
Hey,
That movie he played the
but it-
Polish.
I don't have my list.
Ponzi scheme.
Both talking.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Repeat
the
yourself, Matt.
Ponzi scheme. Polka singer. Ponzi scheme singer. He did a Ponzi scheme. He's a polka singer. It's based on a true story. Jack Black played the main character. Came out like 2013. I don't know what the hell it was called.
I don't remember.
He's
that
like the
one
king
at
of
all.
polka.
King of Poker.
I don't know. Just look it up. I don't remember what
I'm
the
on
movie's called, but it's about this guy. It's he ends up running this massive Ponzi scheme, and he ends up going to jail for it, and he almost dies. It's a true story. It's pretty wild. Anyway, here's another good one. Save the Last Dance with Julia Stiles. Back when people actually gave a shit about her, which is a long ass time ago. But hey. Well, let's be honest. Since the Bourne Identity or that whole series, she hasn't done shit. Not that I'm aware of.
No, she didn't do anything really
So,
before them either. Like since like
10 things I hate about you, and that's about it.
The Polka King.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
You were close. You're close. One that I'm surprised that
What's it called?
the Polka King.
or just Polka King.
The Polka King.
Oh, it's called the Poker King. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what IMDb says.
Hmm.
One that I'm surprised
Yeah,
that
isn't
you
it-
didn't pull
it was
down because I
entertaining.
know we have. August Rush. Seen that one?
Oh,
That to me is like
that's not focused on the love story aspect of it, though. That's
yeah, but
focused
no,
on
they're
the-
here and then they split apart and everybody split apart and then they find each other. No, that was a good movie. Shut your face.
I won't say that it's not a good movie. I'm saying that that's not
It's
a love story.
It is.
About a boy in love with music.
No.
Hey, that's love.
That's love.
We
No.
didn't never specify the rules of love.
And then his parents at the end find him and find each other.
Yeah. Well,
Don't know.
Shut up. You
Never
know
saw
what love
it.
is.
Let's go to a movie that actually doesn't suck. How about I Love You, Beth Cooper? Another great, hilarious
Sweet.
teen comedy. This was great. I saw some of the Dollar Theater back when it used to exist. It was great.
The fucking Dollar Theater.
Because first of all, that chick was a Hayden. How the fuck you pronounce her last name is hot. That's what I miss the Dollar Theater.
Fucking Dollar
Mhm.
Theater.
Because I like going to Dollar Theaters. Dollar Theater's better because it's cheap.
Compared to these.
Even though the floor was always really fucking sticky from damn disgusting soda dropped all over it. It is what it is. All right, let's see here. What else I got? I got
Hey, we still have a
no Julia Roberts, The Runaway Bride, another great Julia Roberts
Will
movie. Well,
says
she's not a
Footloose.
prostitute though, so we got that going for you.
Do you hear me? Wheel says Footloose.
Do what?
Brandon says Footloose. Footloose.
Oh yeah, I got that right here.
I know it. I knew you
Here's
had
Footloose.
it. So
Great movie. Kevin Bacon.
good one. It's a good old one that I've seen.
Fast Times at Ridgemart High. Matt, you're kind of freezing up some. Your kids are still draining your internet.
How about Finding Neverland?
Yeah, something's going on. I don't know what it is. I have off. I think it's just there's tons of people at home that can't nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
That could be it, or the snow.
Blame the snow.
Yeah, Finding Neverland. That was a good movie. I liked that movie. It's a good little love story too in there.
Mm-hmm.
But the Peter Pan aspect of it, that's why I like it.
Yeah. Always a big fan.
Peter Pan. Peter
Never grow
Pan.
up.
What?
I said never grow up.
When Harry Met Sally. Legend with Tom Cruise.
Mm.
Ooh, speaking of Tom Cruise, what was that one movie? What is? Gosh, dang it! I'm terrible with names of movies. It's an action movie with
Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Top Gun. Oh.
Or is that her name? I'm bad with names too.
Well, he did one with her, I think. I'm thinking of one. Was it fairly recent, like within the last 6 years?
Yeah, this is more like 10 years at this point.
Or
Are they just constantly running from something?
Vanilla Sky?
Yes, they are running the entire friggin' movie.
No, I loved Vanilla Sky, but I don't think that's what he's talking about.
No. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Maybe I just made up that name. That's not a name. Don't listen to the woman's name.
I'm pretty sure that was correct.
Matt's all kinds of frozen up, man.
It's fun times for him right now, I'm sure.
So it is Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Night and Day.
Night and Day, yes.
That move, that's a good one because it's like a perfect mix. That for a love movie, that movie is action friggin' packed.
Yeah.
So it's
Jerry
like a
fucking Maguire.
and it's super action.
Jerry Maguire, you complete me.
Yes.
Was it You Had Me at Hello?
Yeah. You had me at hello.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the Rock of Ages.
Oh. What whiskey do you want next? This one?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. There's an action-packed movie for you.
Action-packed love story. I actually almost picked that one up, but didn't.
I picked up my trusty Joe Mag.
Ooh.
Gotta love some Joe Mag.
Gotta love some Joe Mag. I have since the beginning, since finding said Joe Mag. I've loved him. River Runs Through It.
Ooh.
Legend of the Fall.
Awesome. Fantastic movies.
What do you got left over there? Matt's trying to fix his shit.
I have I don't know about Dave, but it's a 2-pack. So The American President or An American President.
It's a
double feature DVD pack.
Romance double feature, man.
Woo!
Wait, you didn't want to include Dave?
Yes, Dave with Kevin Kline and Sigourney Weaver, but Michael Douglas and Annette Bening in The American President. with Martin Sheen and Michael J. Fox. Yeah.
I love Martin Sheen.
I do too. This was what's his name? Aaron Sorkin. That's an Aaron Sorkin movie. And I like his style.
It's funny. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie in forever, but I remember it being good.
Yeah.
Charles says Dave is better.
Dave is better. Fair enough. I'll give Dave a chance.
You never watched it? You bought a 2-pack, but you never watched it?
I bought it for American President. American President.
That's hilarious. Let's see. Oh, we lost Matt.
We lost Matt for a little bit. Hopefully that's us too.
I think it's just interweb issues. We are connected directly into the Ethernet cord.
And he's running over Wi-Fi.
Yeah, with
Wi-Fi.
2 kids and a wife
who's working, and the wife is working, so she gets to drain whatever internet she wants to.
Here's a good one. Brought up by Donner Pass Whiskey, Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, there you go.
I can't say
the love story.
I can't say I've ever seen that one.
I have not.
So I'll be honest. I've watched that movie. In fact, it was on TV, and I didn't know what I was watching. I was like, "Oh, I love these characters." Heck yeah! And I was watching the movie, and then they were like fondling each other on the mountain. I was like, "What the heck is this? What is going on? What are y'all doing?" It was a good movie. I will give you that for what it is a good movie.
I can't say that I've seen that one, and it's not, I don't have anything against the movie. I just never seen it.
No, nor have I.
No, it's actually a good movie.
Nothing against the premise or anything.
Characters did that. I don't know if they were trying to do a breakout thing. I don't know what year that movie came out, but that movie came out later, I feel like.
Yeah, it did.
I don't remember when it came out. I'm not good with timelines of movies, like when they come out and that kind of thing. I was going to say one, and it completely just slipped my mind what I was going to say.
No?
Yep.
Mm.
Damn.
Double damn.
So Benjamin Eves wants to know, does Full Metal Jacket count as a
I don't know about that.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
I mean, there was some love in that movie in terms of there was that prostitute who loves you a long time, and
that one
in the rifle. It's how
Right.
16 Candles.
That is a classic.
Oh, Trev.
Brokeback Mountain is based on that time Trev and I went to Colorado. Why are you telling our secrets?
Ooh, now everybody knows.
No.
That's gonna
I
bother
was
me.
thinking of another one. I had another one and something made me forget it.
Thank you, Mark JG, for finishing it.
I think it might be the bourbon making me forget it, to be honest, but it'll come to me.
Heard that.
I had like another series of movies.
16 Candles.
Well, while you're thinking, I got a couple more here. I only have 2 more, but we'll go with Across the Universe.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Solid
Obviously.
love scene or love. Take it out of there. Solid.
You have to figure it out in the behind back scene.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a solid love film.
Great soundtrack.
Great soundtrack, but I'm a Beatles fan, so This Means War, where 2 best friends in the CIA fight over the same girl unintentionally. I can't say that I've seen that one.
I'll let him in.
The title of that movie I definitely have heard of, but this whole CIA thing,
Okay, how's that?
I don't think I've seen it.
I don't think I've seen that one either. Fast and Furious.
Oh, those aren't love movies. Those aren't any kind of movies.
I mean, if you have a love of cars, I guess.
Let's see. They tried to put love into Tokyo Drift. No, they didn't even do that.
No.
Those movies are ridiculous, man. Just everything about them are just over the top ridiculous.
Yeah.
I guess there is some love, with Dom and what's her face in some of them, but that's not a love movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that one.
Airplane.
That was a great movie.
Isn't that the movie where he's like, have you ever been in a cockpit before?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I've never been in an airplane before. Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yes. Yes.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's all I remember from that movie is that iconic scene.
Trying to find the one that I was thinking about, and there's a lot of awesome ones listed here.
Eternal Sunshine.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Ooh, that movie's sad. We ain't going to talk about that. Have you seen that movie?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet. The newer one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Involves someone dying tragically.
I mean, they both died. They died for love, okay?
What was it? A 13-year-old and a 23-year-old?
Hitch. Now, that movie's not about love.
They were young and they had cancer and they died. And it was sad.
Hitch was a good one. I liked Hitch a lot.
Fucking won't let me in that one.
Hopefully, we're not just taking all the mats here, but unfortunately, I see him down in the bottom. He's trying. He's trying very hard to get his internet to connect.
Trying very, very hard.
So someone mentioned one of mine, and it reminded me of it, but it was on my list.
Okay,
it looks like you're less glitchy.
Everybody got off their damn things. Hopefully, it's better. I hope.
And immediately froze up.
And he froze. All right, Matt. It's all good. Back to the Future. The Fifth Element.
It's going to be the snow.
Huh?
At this point, it's got to be the snow.
It's got to be the weather.
Well, no, he's looking a little better now.
I
don't know.
He's moving.
Well, that's better than it was, I guess. So it's completely jacked. Is that better now? Finally?
Yes. Well,
okay.
You're moving and talking and speaking, so that's good. We're on the right track.
All right, let's see what we missed. I'll name a few while we have connections. Let's see. How about An Officer and a Gentleman? You guys, this is another great movie, early 80s. Richard Gere, Deborah Winger, another great one.
That's an oldie, but goodie.
An oldie but a goodie. I heard even older one, Ice Castles. You guys haven't seen Ice Castles from 79. Yeah, this is a great movie. Ice skating, she goes blind. She trips on a rose. It's crazy.
Yes.
Ice skating, she goes blind.
You just remind me of.
She has to learn how to re-ice skate when after she's blind. It's a good movie though. They actually remade it a few years ago.
You just reminded us of The Cutting Edge.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. I do like The Cutting Edge. That is a good movie.
Topic.
No, someone named one of mine on my list, and it was hold on, let me find it. Shoot, where'd it go? It said nothing says war and love like Pearl Harbor. And Pearl Harbor was on my list. Also, when I was a kid, that movie made me cry watching Danny die. Yeah,
it's sad.
It was Wesley. Yeah, nothing says war and love like Pearl Harbor.
This is true.
Granted,
let's see what we got.
Pissed me off.
This is 40. You guys seen this one? This is great.
Yeah. What's all that stuff on the side of the DVD case?
Screwed him over.
I thought it was like a quadruple feature, kind of like Will and Dave mixed with the other movie.
I got a couple of 4-packs.
Yeah, we got a couple of 4-packs up there. The original Batmans are 4-pack. Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, Superman.
Yep.
You know, old school.
Not a Chris Tucker 4-pack.
Yeah. Matt's frozen again. I think that's the way the night's going to go. Are you back, Matt?
I'm not thinking so. Ooh, what did you just pull out? Big old boy.
The
Baseball bat. Got a baseball bat of Eagle Rare.
Serious.
So I needed to go down in proof, and this dude was there, and any excuse to pick up this 15-pound beast, I'm going to take it. So
Where's that?
this
Are you
thing's
sure one of those big old baseball bats?
There goes Matt again.
All right,
Hey,
now we're
what?
back.
Are you there?
Now we're finally working.
Oh, he looks. Yeah, his
Dude,
quality is much better now too.
Yeah.
Well, it finally
Well,
crapped out, and it finally crapped out so bad it canceled itself, and now it's back on.
Move this
So-
around. There we go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys disappeared, and I thought you blacked out, just like you
No.
did too.
All right. So anyway, who's seen This Is 40 with Leslie Mann? Great movie. It's kind of like the sequel to Knocked Up, basically about their lives. It's pretty
Okay.
hilarious, though. If you guys haven't seen that, it's really, really funny.
Is it about turning 40?
Yeah. Which to
I don't know anything about that.
October this year. Yay. Yeah. Ha, you're so young. Ha. All right, let's see here. Well, it's
I'm
kind
not
of a
too
love story. For the bride, it's a love story, and it's about getting rid of your children, which is both also great.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's a good one. Steve Martin's fantastic.
Yeah. I will definitely agree with that. You haven't seen that one? That was a good movie. I should have that one.
It's
I
a
don't have
really
that
good
one.
movie.
Some of these I've heard of. I haven't. I don't know. I've never watched them. They weren't of my time, so everyone around me that no one was talking about that. I've never watched.
Hell, that's a
Now you
remake
know.
of an old one. This was
Uh-huh.
Spencer. What's his name? Spencer Tracy back from like 49. It's a remake, but it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Whatever It
Have you
Takes.
seen-
Another entertaining one from the
Huh?
late 90s. With what's her name? With Denise Richards back before she was a Bond girl. All that fun shit. Midsommar, probably not a love movie. Gonna go with that.
I was gonna
Pretty
say,
sure that's
like,
a
I just saw Aiden say Midsummer, and
Isn't that a horror film? Like a
That
satanic
movie-
cult thing?
if you've seen the movie Hereditary, it's made by the same dude, so you have to be tripping to watch those to even grasp what's going on. And two, yeah, everyone dies, and it's a horror movie.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll pass. I'm good.
That's not a love. There's no love in that. There's a sex scene, but they're like sacrificing the girl. That ain't
Great.
Yeah, you look at-
Like Starship Troopers? Which one?
That's a great movie.
no.
though.
This is worse. This is bad.
At least Starship Troopers are good.
Into one of the best predictions of future events ever. It's kind of saddening.
That
What
and
Booker?
Demolition Man is the other one. Almost everything in Demolition Man comes true.
Yeah, Demolition Man was.
But we'll talk about that we'll talk about action movies with Stallone in them. That's a different night.
Did you ask?
fair
Did you ask which one this was, Trev?
Yeah.
It's pigskin.
Oh, it looked like the same color. Believe it or not, I've only owned one Booker's batch.
This is the only one that I've owned too.
and we just recently.
And I will tell you, I was not a huge fan of it, so I've never bought another one. So
I'm a big fan of Booker's, and I would buy more if I could
Which
find
one
it.
did you have?
This is pigskin.
No,
No.
Trev.
Oh,
I had Sip a while, so 2017-04, and
Oh.
everyone raved about that bottle. So I figured, that's the one everyone loves. And the fact that I just wasn't crazy about it at all, I kind of it turned me away from Booker's. I haven't bought another one since. So, plus the price has gone up $20 since then. So
I like this one. If I could find more easily.
And at retail, because
Yeah.
we're not people that pay more than retail.
Yeah.
And isn't that one? That's like the recent one, right?
Yeah. That was the
Yeah.
last of last year.
How much did you pay for that one?
$79.99.
Ooh.
80.
When I went to Memphis, that's the nearest place to me that has anything good. That was everywhere, but it was like $100. So I was like, I ain't gonna pay that.
Yeah,
it's
I really
not
like
worth
this one. I really like this one. I don't know that I would pay $100 for it. 80's good.
Only big man, small batch. That's it.
Only
Rest
big
are not
man,
looking
small batch.
We should do this because that just made me think of something. We should do 80s action movie night with $80 whiskeys.
Oh, don't worry. We have 80s action night already planned. Don't worry. It's all
Nice.
good. That's already in the works.
Well, weren't
It's
we
going to be
supposed to do
amazing.
that with Matt?
I think we
We're
were. Yeah.
with Matt, but he ended up not knowing 80s movies, so we're gonna find. I know who we'll do it with. It's all good. I gotta ask them, but I'm pretty sure it'll be no problem.
We gotta say our
It'll be
last one.
great. We gotta get people from the 80s that watch 80s movies. So it's all
This
good.
is the last one that we had on the wall that we pulled, and yeah, Hitchhikers. 42. Have you seen this one, Trev?
I would have never. Okay, that just didn't come. Anytime I thought, that didn't come to mind.
Oh yeah. I mean, they
It's
met.
not in my list.
They met, and then
No.
all this other shit happened, and in the end, they come back together, man. Like, and plus it's Hitchhikers.
Sure.
I mean,
I had one in mind. There was a whole
I
series.
I
that
still
had
have
in
one in my mind that I couldn't get, but Hitchhikers is the last one that we pulled from the wall, and I love Hitchhikers. I got a Hitchhiker's tattoo. I mean, yeah, it's
Peter B has been talking about Princess Bride for a long time now. We've talked about that, and I haven't seen it.
Princess Bride. The reason he's talking about it is because that's one of the greatest movies of all time. Like,
Yeah.
Not
It
only
really
is
is.
it, not only is it a great love story, it is one of the greatest movies of all time.
yeah, Peter. We hit that up early on in the
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
And Trev's never seen it, so we'll fix that.
Yeah, he's going to. He'll see it.
They will ensure that I watch it.
Then
Yes.
Demon Hunter, if by now watching these streams you haven't figured out that I am a nerd, then you're not paying very close attention. Yes, I have a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy tattoo. I have Disney tattoos. I have Star Wars tattoos or Harry Potter tattoos. I'm a
It is what
nerd.
it is.
Matt, what do you
Yeah.
got? Before you get questioned again.
Would you consider?
Would you consider Harry Potter love?
I think later in the movies, yeah,
We get Ron and Hermione in there, and then you get Harry
Ginny
and Ginny.
and yeah,
I would even argue that it turned into more of like, even when you start bringing in Snape's line.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
always
The fact that he loved
Lily.
Harry Potter, and I feel like he even loved Harry to an
Kinda.
extent.
Kind of.
I think it was more of a, I loved her so much that I
It was by default. Yeah,
I wanted to protect him
for
because
her.
he is hers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do everything I can for him because he is the last piece of her that I have.
Yeah.
That's why I think so in that aspect, yeah, I would call it a love story.
Yeah.
Depending
Limited
on-
Not licensed. We mentioned Warm Bodies.
Yeah, I agree with you there on that. Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, what do you got?
Letters from Juliet. Letters to Juliet. You guys seen this one about the lady? She puts the letters in the wall in Italy, and they come back and they find them years later. It's a cute movie. I like that one. But you can't get away from some of the other classics. Like, this is when I fell in love with Emma Stone because Easy A is one of the greatest movies ever made. You can't go wrong with that. That's just fantastic. I mean, you just can't. Pretty much at that point, I've seen every movie Emma Stone ever made because she's amazing.
Fair enough.
So I
I
just
blame
remember.
UCA for all of it. But we can't go wrong with a few of these 80s movies with our favorite Molly Ringwald with, Pretty in Pink and Some Kind of Wonderful with Leah.
He's got a double feature too.
It's a double feature.
Awesome.
Double features
Yes,
were
of
the
course.
shit back
Beautiful.
in the day.
Trev,
What
what
a
did
lot
you
of
think?
films. And of course,
Aren't they normally featured with just a subpar movie?
Typically to get you to watch that other movie too.
Yes.
Got to do it somehow.
Oh,
What did you think of, Trev?
So I remember.
usually it's two decent ones. Usually the ones I buy are at least.
I remembered the series that I was going to bring up was Meet the Fockers.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
And Meet the Parents, and
Yeah.
Great series.
yeah.
that's a good one. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, I almost picked that one off of the wall.
yeah,
I should have.
That was a good movie.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot that one. That one's great. Oh, dude, forgot about that one. That's a great one. Yeah, the follow up, Get Into the Greek, not as good at all. But Forgetting Sarah Marshall is amazing.
But it was still
It was
pretty
still
good.
funny.
And it, introduced the world to Russell Brand more.
Mm.
what about Me, Myself, and Irene
Yeah.
with
That was-
Jim Carrey?
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
That movie was ridiculous.
Good movie.
Well, is Hostel as good as Teresa's? That's the real question. Which one better chops up more bodies and serves them to people? That's the real question. That's the good stuff. Brucolati.
There you
All
go.
right, so the final movie I have out is another Emma Stone classic with Ryan Gosling as well. And one of the greatest movies ever made. Probably my second favorite movie ever made, next to Casablanca. I have all the freaking DVD, all the CDs, the freaking score, the massive 44 song collection from it. It's absurd, and a poster, so it's all good. I'm a big fan of that movie. I saw it. In fact, I liked it so much. Took Belle to see it after I saw it with my wife. So we've seen it numerous times. It's great.
Oh.
Sexual Chocolate? Is that right? To Sexual Healing? I don't know that one. Black Adders and Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, there you go.
Snakes on a plane.
On a motherfucker.
Is it right next to Black Snake Moan with was it Samuel L. Jackson? I think is that one. And Christina Ricci.
That movie was so good.
That's funny. Now, that's not even to mention like all the Netflix movies, hey Swami, that are out there that have all of like the Kissing Booth series, or was it All the Boys I Ever Loved, or the hell that series is called.
Yeah.
How to Lose a Guy in 10
tons
Days.
and tons of shit on that.
That was a romance movie.
Another one I didn't pull down was oh dang it, just left my mind.
Of course it did.
What Women Want.
Braveheart.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good love story.
What
Which
Women
one?
Want. What
Oh
Women
yeah, with Mel
Want.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the one with the fuck is his name? Was it Up in the Clouds? The one with Doug. The fuck's that movie called? One Fine Day. With Michelle Pfeiffer.
One Fine Day. Oh yeah, with freaking
And George Clooney and Michelle
George
Pfeiffer.
Clooney and the kids. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yep. He sticks a freaking marble up his nose.
Dude.
Oh, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Now we're going way old school, like Roman Holiday and things like that.
Yeah.
Was it Eternity of Love? The one with was it Gregory Peck that's on the beach? I can't remember the hell that one. That one's just like 1953, something like
Don't
that.
stick things up your nose.
No kidding.
Or was it My Girl Friday? Things like that. But now we're talking about black and whites at this point. But they are movies either way.
You could just leave it at My Girl. That was a kind of a love story.
You
Kids. The second one, more so.
Oh, poor Charlotte. I love the.
So I just realized, like, I've been thinking about all the movies that I've picked, and I think the oldest one was like 1995 or 94.
Yeah.
when I was born.
You realize that?
Yeah, you
were-
need to go back to
Did you say-
1987 and watch The
Okay, well
Princess
that makes
Bride.
sense based on your age.
Did you say you were born in 94?
I was born in 95.
95.
95.
But I'm pretty sure Forrest Gump came out in 94. So,
It's true.
and I know all
My
about that
favorite
movie.
romance is.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Well, I was almost out of high school.
I don't know what that means, Swami, but I'm gonna go with thanks, Swami. I don't really know what the hell that means.
Oh, I know what that one is. That's a good one. That's an hour and 52-minute long DVD, brother.
How about Ghost?
Oh, Ghost.
Oh yeah, Ghost. It's right next to
Think
the
about
movie Pirates, another great adult film. That's a really nice love story in it. There's a rated R version and an X version. They're both excellent. Just want to let you know. They also made it too, and it's the highest. It's the long. Was it the biggest budget film ever of that genre? It's very nice of them.
Wow.
They spent $1 million on it, which was a lot of money for them.
Saw somebody further up
That's a lot of money.
post Twilight.
Mm. What about The Graduate? Oh yeah, how the hell do we miss Twilight? There's 5 of those damn things. I have them all, so it's fine.
I'm pretty sure it was
edition.
the actress is why we missed them.
Well, this is a
Yeah.
valid point. It's not like we're talking about high quality filmmaking here. I mean, look, people are going to give us the teeny bopper, love story, vampire, werewolf bullshit. Hey, fine movies. There's nothing wrong with them. Whatever. They're sparkling vampires and shit. That's why. Now, if we're going to get real good vampire, we're going to go with like Kate Beckinsale and her entire series about vampires.
For
Dude.
real.
Underworld
series.
Yeah.
Greatest freaking vampire series.
Fucking
fantastic movie.
Yeah, even better than the Blades, I think, personally. I think significantly better than Blades. Blades are great, but a different genre. At least you have the love story in Underworld. You don't really have quite the love story in Blade. Blade, everybody pretty much just fucking dies. So,
I think Blade 2 was a different era, so it was a little bit, I don't know, I wouldn't want to call it cheesy.
Blade
To like Underworld, it was a little more hardcore.
Underworld,
to
they
me.
spent some serious money on. They did a really good job on Underworld.
For me, you have to kind of separate. Blade was like its own unique thing, and
It was because it's a Marvel. Was it Marvel? I think it's Marvel. It's Blade.
Yeah, and then they kind of went with it and tried to do more with it. I think.
Yeah, no doubt. They're supposed to make it a new Blade as well. I'm
But
excited.
with Underworld, they continually kept on going, and they were good.
I love those movies.
Those were good.
What about Bridesmaids? In the end, that was a love story.
Bridesmaids is so freaking funny.
But in the end, it was a love story.
Yeah, by a couple
It's
of
true.
different
It is. And it's hysterical. But Aiden's right. The Crow. How do you forget about the love story in The Crow? Granted,
Oh yeah,
she's quite dead, and he kills everyone. Great movie. Of course, Brandon Lee didn't make it at the end of that movie either. Different bad story in real life.
yeah.
Just everybody know he's still there.
You want to go back in real random Clueless.
Oh, I do like Clueless. I tried to show Bill that the other day. Oh my gosh, she was like, "Why are they so stupid?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. They're clueless." That's the whole point.
I laughed my ass off at that movie.
I think it's
but
hysterical.
in the end, again, it's a love story.
Oh, just my
same with
luck,
the-
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. Same with the Legally Blonde. That was.
Oh yeah, with Rick
In the
Lewis.
end,
That's
the
a good one. Oh, how the hell would we forget Sweet Home Alabama?
Sweet Home Alabama.
That's another great love story.
And then I
That is a really
remember
good. I like that
this
movie a lot.
one.
That was good.
That's a good movie.
Cold. I don't think I've ever even seen that. Who's in that? I can't tell. Who's
You know that movie?
what?
Oh,
No,
I love
who's
this
in that?
Jason London from Dazed and Confused. Zach Galifianakis.
What?
Okay.
Who else is in this? I can't read it.
Oh, I did see that, Mark. The Face Off sequel, yeah, insane. John Travolta, Nick Cage, greatest movie ever.
Out Cold. Highly recommend.
Yeah, never seen that one, but yeah, I do
Good love
enjoy
story,
it.
but funny
Face
as hell as well.
Yeah, I never heard of that. I'll have to check that out. Out
Cruel
Cold.
Intentions.
Cruel
Oh
Intentions.
God,
And Dangerous Liaisons.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and Reese Witherspoon. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I need some more liquid in my glass before we finish up. What you drinking?
Or there's also some beautiful.
It appeared
All right,
that
like TV series.
something similar.
You
I don't know. How many of you guys do you watch Virgin River? There you go. There's the perfect romantic thing.
I'll take the stag.
She'll take the
Yes,
stat.
Mark, exactly. That's how I feel about Sarah Michelle Gellar and Reese Witherspoon as well. That's correct. In fact, when I was in college, I made a really beautiful screensaver that had, I don't know how many, like 70 pictures of like the hot chicks at the time. It's pretty entertaining.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Drinking the stag. That way.
Which one is it?
65.1%. 130.2. I don't know. Tell me. One of those. I don't.
Not the latest batch.
No.
So therefore, I don't know.
I don't. 130.2 stag.
I want to say it was.
Yeah, I got let's see.
Somebody tell me which one that was.
Batch 14.
15.
130.2 is batch 14.
14. Cool.
Oh, I forgot about Election. That was a good one. Bachelor Reese Witherspoon. That's a fun one.
Did you hear the bacon open?
Yeah, so I'm drinking Longroche single cast 50.3 16 year.
Nice.
You never got back to that She's All That. Never mentioned that again.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled it up. That was a good movie.
Yes, it was.
So if I have to do, let me do one more. And this was a movie, granted, like I said, born in 95. So growing up, we're in early 2000s era, okay? But one of my favorite all-time movies just have a love scene, and it's The Replacements. Keanu Reeves.
One more time, Trev.
The Replacements.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That football movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
And he falls in love with the cheerleader who's on the replacement team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Easily in one of my that's one of my top movies ever.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I actually haven't thought of Keanu Reeves in a long time either. I mean,
I think of Keanu Reeves all the damn time.
I'm sure you do.
If I could be any human being, it would be if I could be any character from a movie, though, it would be John
I
Wick.
didn't know.
Yes. Yes.
Here you go.
Every man wants to be John Wick.
Total chick flick. Ever After.
Mm.
Cinderella Story. Yep. That was 1998, Trev, so you're probably too young.
Oh, yeah.
Still an infant.
That's an interesting one. The Graduate. That's a good one, Donald. Good choice.
Which one? The Graduate, yeah.
Mm.
The Graduate, like Dustin Hoffman.
Is that your cat, Trev?
That's a good one. Donald point that one out.
That doesn't sound like one of our
Pretty jacked up movie, but
he wants out in the snow. He hasn't been outside all day, so he hasn't even seen the snow. He doesn't even know it snowed.
He just knows he wants outside or thinks he wants outside.
So I'm gonna open the garage and he's gonna see just a foot of snow and he's gonna have a heart attack.
He's gonna piss himself.
He's like, what is that?
Thomas Crown Affair.
Oh, I love Thomas Crown Affair. The remake with
in fact, that's the remake to do it with Pierce Bronson.
Yeah, the remake with Pierce Brosnan was fantastic freaking movie.
Yep.
The original one, the old school one, was okay.
Oh,
it wasn't a bad movie by any means. But
that's a good point. How do we forget the from Phone Doctor 123, The Bridges of Madison County? That is a good movie. Very different.
Phone Doctor. Phone Doctor.
But what about
is
Play Misty for him, which is a really jacked up movie, but it is a love story about a crazy lady who loves him so much she wants to kill him.
Trev, one more time.
I was gonna say phone doctor
From like
is the ultimate lurker in
1971.
all chat.
Hurry up.
Hold on. I was on mute. I muted because I went to let the cat out.
No, you weren't on mute. We heard you.
No, I was. I was
Oh,
on mute.
No, he was.
Okay.
What about friends with benefits?
Because you didn't even hear what you didn't hear what I said. I knew I was on mute.
Did you see?
I gave the secret to life.
It's 42.
Oh yeah,
It's 42 if you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
What did you say on mute, Trev?
No, I was gonna say because Matt said phone doctor, and all I was saying was phone doctor is the ultimate lurker out of all chats, just lurking in the background at all times. Phone doctor is a legend. No one, phone doctor, talk more, man. Get in the chats.
Heard that.
How about I almost pulled this one down, but Enchanted?
Oh yeah.
You seen that one?
Enchanted. Hold on. What's that
Another
one?
Amy Adams movie.
Yeah.
Disney, half animated, half not.
Right. Yeah.
No, I've seen that one.
It's good. It's really good.
It's fun, and yet again, Amy Adams is just a national treasure.
Well, yeah, it's Amy Adams. We are running down to the wire here. Got any last ones to throw in there? Want to talk about what's coming up this week if we make it through the week?
Another snowstorm's coming through. I don't know if it's going to hit you guys, but I know we're having another one coming through.
We got Wednesday.
Yep, we're getting hit again. So
Yep, Wednesday is when we're getting it. So we'll see if we make it to Wednesday. We knock on some fucking wood somewhere because we still have our power, and half of Texas doesn't. So Matt obviously doesn't have internet.
It's not half of Texas.
Well, I will say yesterday that the whole state of Texas at one collective time was under a winter storm warning. So that's never happened before.
no, we were too. I think the entire state was like winter storm warning.
Yeah, but look at the size of your state versus the size of our state.
Well, true, but again,
Our sport is Mexico.
part of Arkansas is on the same plane as Texas, so the fact that we were also fully in, typically it's the northern part of the state that gets snow.
Right.
Anything from like Little Rock down, we get maybe every 4 or 5 years, maybe we'll get a little ice.
A dusting.
Right.
We never get this. This is ridiculous.
We never get this either.
Oklahoma City gets, this pretty often, but down here in DFW, we typically don't get it.
Let's see. We're at 7 degrees right now. That's like unheard of in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
are.
for it to be consistently below freezing,
700. Yeah, that's normal. But
700 is normal. We got that. We're down.
We're at 5.
Yeah,
it feels like -2.
we've got a low of 3 tonight, but right now it says we're at 6. I just opened it up and it feels like -9. So
yay.
this is not normal for Texas.
Our low tonight is -3.
Nice.
I don't know. I haven't felt that temperature in many years.
Yeah.
Does Dallas count?
Yes, it does.
Donald says it's warmer in Canada than it is in Texas, and that's just
Silly.
yes, Mark. That's Fahrenheit. 7 degrees Fahrenheit feels like what did I say? -3 or something like that. So, Matt, let's go ahead and talk about what we have coming up this week.
Let's see. We've got Amaret Fusion and Roaming Man, and I think the Jägermeister Spice. I think we went with. I can't remember. Pretty sure that's what we went with. Yeah, good job.
Got you. Thumbs up.
And the third week of the Pappy Poor Man's Pappy experiment is this week, and the next week we moved Iron Root to March 1st. Shush. So it could be for Texas Independence Day, and so next
Nice.
week I'm figuring out with another channel for next week. So we'll let you know when I let you know. So we'll go with that plan. Right now we're in the global igloo, and the internet's gone to shit, and my children are restless, and yay for school being canceled in shitty negative degree weather, and it's terrible. Stupid fucking AT&T, you bastards.
Trev, what do you got going on?
So I was off work today, so I filmed another video, and I've been currently editing too. So I have a couple in the pipeline. I don't go into work tomorrow, so I'm going to definitely finish those. I might even just say screw it and film another one tomorrow because I don't think I'm going into work Wednesday either. So
perfect.
We'll probably do that. And I honestly, at this rate, might not go into work Thursday. So I'll probably edit that video too. So we'll have a lot just ready to go.
I got $10 here from Mike. Great, thanks for chat. Thanks, Mike. I got another one here from Mashbill. One last year, Jack. So Ken and the boys at Scotch Down Under said they would get to one case at the end of the year. They would do a live and Borat's Mankind with Rudder. Let's go. Thanks, Mashbill.
Let's buy some bots.
Oh God, that'd be hilarious.
Scotch
It can
Down
be
Under.
done. That's true.
Gonna go ahead and leave on the last one.
in Utah. Must be nice.
This last one that we didn't mention here.
Hang on a second. Donald, could you throw me a link to the Scotch Down Under channel, please?
Yeah. If you could go ahead and throw that in there. And we didn't say Van Wilder.
Oh, damn, Van Wilder. The world is over.
Van Wilder.
I agree. Great movie. Ron Reynolds. He's God. It's true.
Like a Miscongeniality.
Another great one.
He's looking through a list.
It's a giant list of movies, and we've said a lot of them.
Yep.
There's a lot of them that I haven't even heard of. But
Probably foreign films.
What?
All right.
Probably
well,
foreign
Trev,
films.
you watch Princess Bride. Matt, you find out cold. Trev, you probably would get a kick out of it too. But
yeah, and Empire Records. I mean, if you haven't
Empire
seen
Records, yeah, highly recommend.
Definitely. We made it through the stream and we didn't lose our power. Matt lost his
Yay!
internet.
Nope. Yay! Hope everyone that doesn't have it has it again, and hopefully it's all good for everyone.
For real. Thank you, Donald. You're the best, man.
All right. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.
Trev, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast. I don't know why it's taken so friggin' long because I've been here so friggin' long. But again, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Trev.
Happy to have you.
Stick around.
See you, everybody.